Gas is moving in. New safe zone located. Gulag's closed until further notice.
You know.
Got an extra valuable opportunity here. Don't miss your shot.
You know what I'm saying? But
Enemy sniper here.
what's up?
Enemy sniper here.
Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? Where the leftovers at?
Enemy UAV overhead.
Drop a comment, bro, on how banging was the mac and cheese. I mean, I ain't had no mac and cheese, unfortunately. I wanted to make my own 5 cheese mac and cheese, bro, but I couldn't, bro.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Too much food, and it wasn't gonna work out, you know, logistically wise. You know what I'm saying? So, just wasn't able to do it.
Get to the safe zone.
Ooh.
Gas is closing in.
You know what I'm saying?
Located a high-value target. Hunt them down.
It is what it is.
He thought you were the wall.
Defending here.
But yeah, I hope it was banging up. Oh, damn. Yo, this dude
Yeah, but if we're ready to shoot, we gotta be ready to shoot.
Alright, so where he come? Where's he at?
If y'all want, shit.
Yeah, run that back, yo.
Never mind. Yeah.
Enemy UAV is online.
Confirmed it. Missile strike guide, single target.
Damn! Oh damn! I should have like moved, bro. I should have moved. Oh, that's horrible. Anyway, guys, what was I gonna say?
No, I shouldn't.
Appreciate life, man. Life is beautiful. You know, there's nothing more better than being in a state of grace. Meaning
You gotta push
you're
that.
grateful for what you got around you. You know what I'm saying? And love.
Damn, everybody died.
Cool.
I mean, what I was saying is that there's nothing more grateful. I mean, more better than the state of grace. You know, it's just a good state to be in. Being grateful for everything you have, never forgetting the small things and appreciating everything. Enjoying life as it comes and you know, taking the good with the bad, and persevering. But love, you know, is the strongest emotion, and it does conquer all. You know what I mean? Love does conquer all, and you know, I believe that. It's true. I mean, and you know, love for your family is deep. You know, just like love for your friends. You know what I mean? Oh, and that dude didn't know where he was coming, man. Come on, man. They running, you know what I'm saying? Not just one dude, you know, they running right behind each other, bro. Gotta know what to do. Anyway. Okay, so that's good. If they don't keep you waiting. Okay. First time playing it, so you know. Also, you know what I mean, you know, that love that you got for your friends and for your family, you know, it's a strong love, you know. So I hope that's who you spend it with. Remember not to get your you know, it is what it is. All right. What was I gonna say? You know, there's a lot of people in the world, you know, that don't. So be grateful. You know what I mean? That they can't see their family or whatever. So be grateful, because life is short, and you know what I mean, you don't want to waste times. You don't want to waste your time. You know, And so, be intentional, with everything you do, including, females and marriage and stuff like that. Ah, I should follow my own advice. You're doing your own harm. Durr. I mean, whatever. I should practice what I preach. What I preach is, I only try to practice, preach Catholicism, which is what I am. I'll tell you guys, it's the real faith. I'll tell my viewers that, and people that I'll preach to, but I'll go ahead and just say it. You know what I mean? But that's the only time I'm not going to mention politics again. I'll just say that. No, I don't care. I'm a Catholic. I'm proud of it. I'm not proud of it, but I'm not gonna deny Jesus. I'm not a person who thinks that all religions are the same. I think, you know what I think? I think that Catholicism is not just the correct religion. It is the morally superior, belief, that there is. But that's it. Nah, who am I, bro? This is bad, right? What else am I going to speak about? God is one thing that we should speak about anyway. This is horrible, man. This is what? Video games, waste of time. There's so much saturation on the internet, and all this crap, and come on. People can't stand listening to God, but they can stand watching toy soldiers blow up. Come on. Let's be real. This is trash. This turns your brain into mush. This is propaganda. But you know what's worse propaganda is the Republican Party. Going against the Democrat. I saw this little thing saying that women. I'm not even gonna go there. I don't want to talk politics either. Let's just let it go, man. But a part of me doesn't want to talk about it. Let's just enjoy this. Let's just talk about something else. I'm just gonna say this. There was this one little video that said that women who are yelling, because of our new president-elect, that they need counseling. And I'm just going to say, for any woman that voted for that man, Trump, you need counseling. That's all I'm going to say. You need counseling. You're a woman and you voted for that man, you need counseling for real. I'm just going to leave it at that. Just because women that don't want it, that didn't want Trump to win, are completely justified in my point of view. That's all I'm saying. I was also trying to say that the Democratic Party, the way where they messed up at, is when they started allowing the extremists, like the most extremist people, try to become the spokesperson for it, when they know that they already got their rights and shit. They don't need to be, acting all obnoxious with it. You know what I'm saying? Type of ish. There's something wrong here. Okay, let me fix it. I think it's the graphics. Okay. I don't know what to think anymore. Maybe things will look better. Maybe things will get bright. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Ooh, that looks way better. Yeah, so cause like if okay, so I don't like to do this for clout, but I'm gonna do something that's very entertaining, so you guys don't have to, because I'd rather do it here than getting onto that platform, because I don't think that platform is good, which is TikTok, right? Like, I'm not a dude. I'm not clout chasing. This is just my beliefs. These are just my beliefs. I don't clout chase, right? These are just my beliefs. My beliefs, and I think that, you know, is important. Is sometimes, you know, I don't want to create unholy alliances. So, you know, I just say, you know, what I am. You know, I mean, I think that it's important as a grown man, you know, to try to educate a little bit of people when they're, you know, being uneducated. This is garbage. You know, I actually like freaking studying now. I just can't find enough time in a day to study, and then I get distracted. You know what I mean? I got this problem, and this is a problem I've had ever since I was a kid. This is embarrassing. I shouldn't even say it. Yeah, I'm not gonna go there. But the point is that you know, if you have trouble with focusing, you just need practice. Oh, what did I fell? I fell. Damn! How the hell did they see me? I didn't want to fall, bruh. Ah, shit. Great. Anyway, so, what do I believe, right? I'm a Catholic, so, you know, maybe this explains a lot. I mean, this is my belief, whether on whether people can be Catholic and pro-choicers, and I think they can be, because I believe 100% that they can be. I mean, they are. You know what I mean? And the reason so is because we're not self-righteous, you know, judgmental people. You know what I mean? And we understand that people. Yeah. No, but I believe that, you know, people that are, you know, well, first of all, take this, right? Pope Francis, who is the leader of the Catholic Church, the Bishop of Rome, you know what I mean? And, well, is he the Bishop of Rome, or he is the, you know, he is the, you know, the main guy, you know what I mean, and the top of the hierarchy, and all churches listen to him. He's the chosen elect to lead, right? The Church of Peter. He is God's intermediary here on earth, right? And he, you know, he forgave women that have abortions, you know what I mean, like 9 years ago, you know what I mean? And told them that they're forgiven for that, and that, you know, if they commit that, they should get purified back in the faith with, you know, a priest, you know what I mean, to help them, guide them through those experiences, right? So that's that, you know what I mean. So if you're Catholic and you're against abortion, then you're not listening to Francis. So you know what you are. If you disagree, you're a Protestant. Because that's where they get the word protester. You're protesting the church, so you're a Protestant. I mean, you know, with your self-righteousness, if you talk about that, about women like that. Anyway, if you're judging them. Number two, right? And yes, they are Protestants. Guess what? Most of them are Protestants. J.D. Vance is a fake Catholic. I'll say it right now. He's a fake Catholic. And he just turned. I mean, he just turned Catholic, I think. But hey, when you think about it that way, I mean, because there's a lot of things that that also, again, people don't see eye to eye on. It's hard to defend. When it comes down to, but I'm gonna tell you the Catholic view, right? And which is something that I have to agree to, instead of talking about myself. Right, which is something I agree with anyway, because it is the morally correct thing to do. You know what I mean? And it's basically the Pope forgave, you know, the abortions from women. You know, again, tell them that they need a priest to see them through it, even when they first think about having it, and, you know, after, to sanctify themselves, to get rid of the sin, to purge themselves of the sin, and purify themselves again. I mean, sort of like confession is what people have to do, right? You know what I mean? Because they have to repent for their sins. So there's that, right? Second thing is, so that's abortions. So I mean, it is unnatural, but it is it is a woman's nature to be imperfect and to make mistakes. So they should be in this country. When you talk about it in this country, you know, those that imperfection should be acknowledged, and it shouldn't because you know, everybody, nobody's perfect, and it should be tolerated, coexisting, you know, and it should be defended with rights. I mean, because you know, I mean, you can't force these things. What are we? The Church of England? No, we're not Protestants. I mean, we don't force this shit on top of people. Anyway, you know, another thing, right? What else was I gonna see? I mean, crap. What else was I gonna say? Oh, fuck! Damn! I forgot about the blades. Oh, what was I gonna say? Okay, so, you know what I mean? So when it comes to abortions, you know, they are not encouraged, but they are forgiven by the church. It's not like an unforgivable thing. I mean, they're not encouraged, you know? And so the church is ready to help women in every way, you know, with resources in case they do have their baby, you know what I mean, and resources to help them and to adopt, you know, stuff like that, as well as you know, helping with food. I guess, you know, there's always food things if in fact they actually need that, you know, more than what the state can provide. You know, which is very rare because usually those things are for older women that are widows. You know what I mean? Historically speaking. You know what I mean? These women if these girls are like 25 or 20, they can't seem to like go to work or something, and just to like regular basics of living, then that's an economical problem. That has something to do with the nation that we're living in. You know what I mean? That's a different problem altogether. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Either way, you know, and I think that is the case. That's what I hear from most women, is that argument. Even though, again, I repeat, this is a first world country, man, and you know, the people have babies in third world countries and they don't bitch this much. You know what I mean? And so I think the girls here are just preposterous. You know, I think there's just excuses, to be honest with you. I just think that they don't want to admit to themselves what they don't want to be honest with themselves, and they want excuses as to why they do things. But that's a whole different story. I mean, the fact is that you shouldn't be in a relationship. You should be intentional. You should be clear with when you get in a relationship, and you shouldn't lead men on, and you know, think that you're gonna, you know, say you're gonna start having a family, you're a good woman or whatever, and then next thing you know, you're aborting their baby, you're cheating on them, and you're blaming them for, you know, after 5 years, and you just ghost them. You know what I mean? No, you know, don't lead people on, whether you're gal or girl. You know what I mean? Girl or gal, whatever. So, I mean, ain't that the same shit? No, guy or gal. You know what I mean? Anyway, now I speak American. You know where I learned American? You know where I learned American for real? Watching 80s movies, 80s and 90s movies. That's why I learned a lot of English, if you understand what I mean. Like Jackass movies, National Lampoon, American Pie, things that you look back and you're like, oh man, why did I watch that? Because it's just bad stuff. Anyway, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so that's the stance on abortion, right? It's not encouraged, but the priest is also there to, the church is there to help them. You know, if like you should. So what you should do is, if you're thinking about having an abortion, is to go talk to your priest, just like with anything. You know what I mean? Because when you live in that lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, it's not like you should. It's not like they're gonna shun you or excommunicate you. Or, you know, they understand. You know what I mean? Is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? They're there to help. You know what I mean? With resources, with other things as well. You know what I mean? So that's abortion. There's the second thing, right? The second issue that is like popular, that people might have this misconception of, and what I'm gonna tell you what the Catholic Church is with well, what's the word? Gays. You know what I mean? Gay people. All right. Again, gay people, they're not encouraged, but as of a couple years ago, the Pope also has allowed the gay people to go to the church in order to seek healing, counseling, to learn about God, you know? And so they're also allowed to do that. You see what I'm saying? So, meaning that they're encouraged to go to church. So that's where that stands. I believe so that they can seek counseling from the priest and listen to God and the truth, and maybe because they never heard it. I mean, but they're not supposed to be, you know, whatever. But that's the viewpoint, right? To learn what real love is, to learn what, you know, what they are, to learn what Jesus is here for to do, and what they learn the truth about the world and stuff like this. What else? And so that's the gay argument, right? So I have to agree with that. Or the topic. What else is there that is a problem? Oh, immigration. You know what I mean? Well, this is the funny thing, right? This is the funny thing, you know, that the immigration problem. When Jesus was in Palestine, right? You know, he was born in what the Palestinians call Palestine. You know what I mean? Or what was once Israel, which is currently Gaza or Palestine or whatever. You know, he was born in Bethlehem, right? And he was like an immigrant because his parents actually avoided, or the Virgin Mary and his dad and the dad Joseph, right? Joseph. Yeah. They had to escape the census because King Herod was trying to kill all the babies. So they had to leave, you know, so they had to go to Egypt and other places without, you know, being immigrants and escaping the census, you know what I mean, crossing, hiding, you know what I mean, and all that stuff. And they actually had to come in there. I think they actually snuck in so she could have the baby and stuff, and then they had to get back out, something like that. And then kind of forget sometimes. I'm gonna remember it this Christmas, right? I'm gonna go over it this Christmas again. But you know, he would have been pretty much, you know, and when he came back, you know, to preach, he was traveling on foot through all Israel, all that area. You know what I mean? And he would cross over on foot, you know, and basically he lived like a nomad, right? And he went to the lowliest people to help them up, right? Is where he found all his people. And so, like, as to say that if he was born, right, if he was around today, he would probably reject the regime. You know what I mean? And he'd be helping lowly immigrants, you know, into this country. Matthew 25:24, you know, many people will ask in the end days and the day of judgment, you know, whether they help me or when did we see you broke? When did we see you lowly? Because Jesus is gonna say, "You helped me when I was lowly. You helped me when I was poor. You helped me when I was hungry." And the servants will say, "You know, Master, when did we see you? When did we see you lowly? When did we see you homeless? When did we see you hungry? When did we see you, without any clothes, needing shelter?" And he will say, he says, "Ask." He says, forgot the word he says, but he says in parables, as you did to those that were like, as you do to the lowliest people, you do unto me. So what you do to them is like what you're doing to me, Jesus Christ, right? So, so these immigrants that are coming from the other countries like Latin America, literally coming from the poorest areas, of this side of the world, and coming here for escaping persecution, death, and poverty, and all this other stuff, corruption, economical, lack of economical resources or jobs or whatever. They're coming here just for an opportunity, just for a better life, right? Just for life, actually, for liberty, maybe, and for life, and an opportunity, or just a better standard of living. Because they really don't have shit, and a lot of people that voted for Trump, man, like, they don't understand. What did Trump say about these countries? He called them shithole countries. Shithole countries, he said. Shithole country. That's what he said, right? Called us pieces of shit or something. I don't really understand what he's trying to say. You know what I mean? And that's what he said. He's trying to take a shit on our countries or some shit. I mean, that's what he said, right? Like if he helped build this nation into something great. No, he just took advantage of it. I mean, But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that the people that again, this is how he treats people. Charlie Kirk, Ben Shapiro, all these people. They are all the same nationalist type of people with this mentality. Even black and white people. I have seen these, I have heard them, what they actually feel about immigrants, and they all agree sometimes, that immigrants are criminals and they need to go back. When in reality, they're just children that are at the border that they try to send back, and they say, "Oh, you're a criminal and yada yada yada, and you need to turn back around," or whatever. And they're like, 6 years old, 4 years old at the border. You know what I mean? And just trying to come in here into this country. You know what I mean? Because their parents abandoned them or whatever the case may be. The thing is that most Americans don't understand how hard it is outside of America. They just don't travel out there. They don't care, and so they don't understand the conditions that other people live in. Therefore, they're ungrateful and they're ignorant of reality, right? So anyway, it would do them good to go travel to these third world countries every once in a while to see, you know what I mean? What it do. But anyway, again, they turn away women and children, to coming into this country to survive. And I'm thinking about a specific country where it was the world's deadliest country. And during that same time, simultaneously, there was kids trying to come in here. There was, women trying to come in here, escaping certain death. And Trump turned them away and said that they need to go back to the shithole country. And again, what you do to the lowliest of us, Matthew 25:24, what you do to the lowliest of us, you do unto me. So, he did that to Jesus. And any real Christian or real religious person would understand that. Right? Even Obama understands that the Sermon on the Mount is a threat to Homeland Security, the Department of Homeland Security, because it talks about helping the lowly people and empowering the lowly people. That's what it does. So, it's just a fact that this is a fundamental difference between, religious people and so-called patriotism. And just how much charity can we afford or stuff like that, But you know, they think that putting kids in cages is glorious. I am vehemently against it. It's the worst thing I hate, for a lot of reasons, but that's what it is. Um, and they put kids in cages and they think that's okay or something. I mean, that's not okay, and that's not godly of them. That's not glorious of them. You know what I mean? It's just like cops that beat up women and children or teenagers. There's no glory in that. You know what I mean? There's no guts, no glory. No guts, no glory. Anybody can do that. I mean, there's no glory in attacking the weakest people. You understand what I'm saying? Just so you understand. I mean, but you know, like I said though, I differentiate with these opinions. You know what I mean? A lot. You know what I mean? With the right's opinion, what is traditionally known as the right. What else was I gonna say? So, you know, the people that help the immigrants a lot, you know, is the Catholic Church as well. You know what I mean? The church helps the people, the poor people. The Protestants historically are the ones that didn't want to help the poor people. They don't believe in good works and good faith. You know what I mean? Just so you understand, that Protestants, they don't believe in good works. They don't believe in charity. They believe that faith alone will get them into heaven. Just that's the reason why, you know. And that's the reason that I know that they don't help the poor people, and they still think that they're going to heaven. But there's nothing righteous or glorious about putting kids in cages. I mean, and you can see the hypocrisy exposed when you understand the whole history of it. I mean, but it's not like people shouldn't. I don't think people want to fight. I mean, we don't want to fight. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we just want to help people. You know what I mean? What else was I gonna say? Um, that leads me to my other topic that I believe that I agree with the church, which is Gaza. You know what I mean? And the war in Gaza, and what I think about it. Well, I think about it, you know, well, the Pope, again, you know, he did he said that there should be investigations into the into the this is way above my pay grade or my spiritual journey, but I still read those things. He called for an investigation on the allegations of genocide in Gaza. You know what I mean? Something that people have been, you know, crying for a long time out because of this. Because what is going on in Gaza? I mean, well, I saw a video documents of people that are actually in Gaza, not Ben Shapiro, that freaking talk shit from the comfort of his office, his biased opinion. You know, I want to say something about these guys. Most guys that are like that voted for Trump and that are on the left, on the right. I mean, these guys are guys that are they're not real journalists. They're nothing but influencers that were talking crap about their political, you know, stuff for 4 years. I mean, and probably longer. These are biased influence networks of their news. I mean, they're about as fake news as you can get. You know what I mean? And you know, they're way worse than the television outlets. So the people I'm namely, you know, that I'm talking about is people like Joe Rogan. You know what I mean? People like where all you people flock to get your news for some reason, because you can't, you know, watch real news apparently. But it's funny though. Yeah, but like all these people, you know, they're influencers. They're not actual reporters. So what do they know? You know, they don't know what's actually going on, you know, with their boots on the ground in Gaza. But if you watch, some documentaries, you watch some real footage of people in Gaza, some real reporters that got some huevos and have guts and glory, and they bring glory back to reporting and to journalism, not like these cucks. I mean, then you realize that the people in the people in Gaza are actually questioning whether they should, they don't like Hamas. They're actually rejecting Hamas, and they say that that those guys are, actually, the cause for a lot of death around the region. You know what I mean? And that they regret the day that Hamas ever even showed up. I mean, and that because now those people have been bombed in a lot of places. You know what I mean? In their houses. It's really terrible stuff, man. Actually, you guys are kids, probably. You know what I mean? You shouldn't even be looking those things up. You know what I mean? Just study, educate, go to school. You know what I mean? Whatever. You should be grateful, though. Y'all should be grateful you live in a good country. I mean, where you can go to school. That's the truth. Right. So the argument that you can't be a pro-choicer and be Christian is totally preposterous, because if you're thinking about the dignity of a woman, then which you're supposed to, then of course you will be, pro-choice, because it's a woman's body. I mean, yeah, I'm just saying. If you don't get that, then you don't get that. I mean, if you don't like that, then I don't care. You know what I mean? It's just the truth. Personally, I think that a real man is supposed to protect their women, you know what I mean, and not let other people take away their rights. But I mean, to each their own. Some so-called tough men want lobotomize women, apparently. You know what I mean? And that used to be a thing back in the 1950s, before they came up with medicine. You know what I mean? And the doctors actually, they used to lobotomize these women and stuff, thinking, claiming that, hey, there's something wrong with my wife. What's wrong with her? Well, she keeps freaking out, and she acts like, she keeps talking back to me, and she acts like she's, freaking out, and then, like, the manipulation. I mean, the gaslighting, maybe it was the gaslighting. No, she's just crazy. There's something wrong with her, doctor. You know what I mean? She's trying to get out the kitchen. You know what I mean? And I swear, man. And these guys, they used to call the doctor to lobotomize their wife. You know what I mean? And sick. So I pretty much don't, I don't want to lobotomize wife. I feel as though that real men should protect their wives, understand their wives, and help her do the same thing. You know what I mean? Be honorable or brave. Or brave. Damn it! That it? Oh, come on. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry if I went overboard with the rant, the antics. But seriously, like, that's what I personally believe, that if you're a man, you're supposed to protect your women. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to pick on the weak. You know what I mean? You're supposed to help them. You know what I mean? And you know, being high and mighty and whatever doesn't make you a man. You know what I mean? Dipshits. You know what I mean? And complaining for 4 years doesn't make you a man. Well, without no validity, I mean, doesn't make you a man. Y'all need to stop getting on that MAGA juice, you know what I mean? Stop listening to dudes like Andrew Tate, you know what I mean? And all these other guys that are silly. I mean, I don't believe what they believe. That's just what I'm saying. In my opinion, that's not what a real man is. If you ever watch a Tell of the Bronx, you know what I mean? A real man gets up in the morning, goes to work for his family, busts his ass, and makes his money the good, clean, ethic way. You know what I mean? But yeah, sorry if I get on anybody's nerves out there. One more game, and then I'm gonna not play this for like another 4, 5, 6 months. I mean, or whatever. Yeah, that's like, I don't just play. That's like what I think that the church, Catholic Church is, and that's what I believe. I mean, um, you know. I also believe that, you know, when you're, you know, some of these things are not ideal ways to live, and that, you know, we should be striving to be morally competent and, you know, excelling in these things, you know. Like, I'm personally, I'm a guy who always wanted, like, I commit, you know what I mean, to relationships, if anything. If I commit to anything, it's relationships. I mean, where, and I don't think that a lot of people these days do, you know what I mean. I think it's because they're scared. I mean, they're scared to overextend themselves again. They're getting hurt so many times, and it is a bitch. But it, you know, but you know, one thing that's a caveat to that is that when you overextend yourself to women and you get played anyway, you know, even when you know better, even when you could have destroyed her but you didn't, so she destroyed you. I mean, is that it doesn't wear on your conscience. You know what I mean? It's not on your conscience that you did anything bad. You know, there's no guilt. You know what I mean? What there is abuse. You know, like your mind's in the gutter, or like, oh, I think I'm an idiot. You know, but there, you know, other things like people call you an idiot. Maybe there might be some, you know, trauma there, but there ain't no guilt. There ain't no guilt. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. It's just, I mean, you know, it's your tea. I mean, it's just, how do you like your tea? With guilt, or with trauma? You know what I mean? How do you like your tea? With guilt or with trauma? You know, and you gotta make your bed, you lie in it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? maybe neither. You know, what I mean, maybe you choose neither. I don't want drama at all. You know what I mean? You know that could work. You know. You know, I'm gonna play this round with my headset. Yo, what up? What up? What's up? What's up? Let's get it in, guys. This ain't the same map as before, is it? I think they redid the map. We got 3. Okay, we got. Damn it! You got me. Fuck me. Oh, sorry. That was pretty intense. Did they nerf up these guns or what? Hey, Seppuku-san. Time to lose, boy. Damn it! Oh, man. I can't believe you. Almost had him. What is he talking about? Second one up the stairs. There's always another guy. Ooh. Damn. Look at that gulag. Oh. Damn it. Come on now. We'll turn the kid back now. all the same squad. Oh man, you guys need to buy us back. Oh, that buy station's up. Oh, hell no. I just started again. Sorry, I think purple. I took your gun. GPR 91. Damn it! Fuck. It's one down. Oh, fuck. Are you serious? I think we're just getting started. You can get one more guy back. You can get one more guy back, just let you know. Oh man, I like playing this game. I like the whole shouting out orders. Been there. Been there, done that. There's some weed. Only fun with weed. It's like 10 times better. Get some pussy. Understand. Oh, there's a guy right there. The edge of that building. He's still there. He's coming over. Are those on our team? don't know if they're on our team or not. Probably not. Whatever. Fuck ever. Fuck ever. Fuck. Roof. Damn it, you son of a bitch. Ah, fuck this shit. This is some bullshit, bro. What the fuck? He jumped off. My coordination hasn't came back yet. Oh, that's bullshit. Oh man, I don't know if it helped. Well, I don't know if it helped or not at the end of the day. I really don't know if it helped. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys are doing good. Sorry if you guys didn't enjoy that stream. What is this? Adventure Capitalist. That's the name of this stupid game. Well, let's check it out. You guys don't know. Anyways. So, in retrospect, politics is something that I don't really want to mess with no more. But it is good to know your politics. You know what I mean? Actually, no, I think I have to talk about politics. Because I think that's why people lost. Maybe. I know that's why people lose, because they don't know. Or something. Let's go to the moon. Let's get it popping. I'm just gonna ask you a question. Is Star Wars The Last Jedi, The Force Awakens, and The Rise of Skywalker better than the first two? And that's all. The first two sagas. Is it better than 4, 5, or 6? Is it better than 1, 2, and 3? And then I'll determine how good that those time periods were with those movies. And that's all I gotta say about that. Boom! Damn. That's what they try to say because they don't know me. But they're just gay. Anyway. Oh, this one is so annoying. But it's so cool at the same time. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do. What? Sorry that you feel this way. Sorry that you feel this way. I'm gonna get mine. Ain't nobody gonna stop me neither. So like now, I'm just gonna watch my money get up. You see what I'm saying? And this is just what I'm gonna like play for the rest of the day. So let's just talk. You know what I mean? Basically, you know what I mean? The type of things that you have to take into account is, you know, when you talk about who you are, be intentional about what you do. So like basically with this, you know, I'm gonna be intentional with this channel. I just plan to like just have fun or whatever, you know, and try to just beat and show y'all a little bit of my games that I like. And no way is all the things that I'm talking about to be taken like that serious. These are obviously just games that we're playing here, and yeah. I mean, I wish I had this much money right now. Shoo! 378 quadrillion dollars. Oh man. You know what, man? In my own place, I think. Next time you might see me, I might have a new apartment. Maybe. Hopefully, probably. Most likely. But no worries to people that, I mean, I personally don't discriminate on those type of things, but it is what it is. Sheesh. You know, this takes so long. Like, it does take a long time, don't it? Like a long time. What? Like, why does it take so long, bruh? Like, seriously. It takes way too long.